Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech with Ankush again. So today I will discuss about what is Azure routing, default system routes and custom routes, or we can say user defined routes. So Azure routing means it refers to how network traffic is directed between subnets, VNets, on-premises networks and the internet inside Azure. It works through system routes created by Azure automatically and user defined routes created by us that control how packets flow. So, overall, Azure routing means how all the devices communicate within the network, outside the network. It can be on premises by using default system routes or user defined routes. So every subnet has following default routes. So this is the actually these are the default system routes, okay, which every subnet has, like address prefix, next hop type. Address prefix, we can say a set of IP addresses like a range, okay, which it can be like 10 dot 10 dot 0 dot uh, 0 slash 16, okay. So it is we can say it follows address prefix means it is the CIDR range, okay, like how many IP address are there, okay, which one and what it will be. And next hop type means the next we can say location. So the first one is unique to the virtual network. It is virtual network 0.0.0 internet 10.0.0.8 none 172.16.0.0.12 none 192.168.0.0.16 none 100.64.0.0 slash 10 none. These are the default system routes. Okay, I will explain each of them one by one. So let me start that. So the first one was unique to the virtual network. Virtual network means address prefix, like the specific address space. Next hop type is virtual network, meaning traffic designed to your own VNet stays inside the VNet. Means according to default system routes, the traffic which is defined, okay, for a particular network, it remains on that subnet only. Okay, it doesn't go out. Second, address prefix 0000 dash 0. Like everything, the next hop type is internet, meaning any traffic that does not match VNet other routes will be sent towards the internet. So it means like any traffic which from 0.0.0.0 dash 0, it goes to internet. Uh, if it doesn't match with VNet or any particular resources. Okay. And there is an important thing. The resource needs a public IP or NAT gateway to actually reach the internet. Means there should be a public IP address or a network address translation gateway to reach to the internet. So the third one is 10.0.0.0-8 none. Means the like covers private range 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255. The next hop is none. Packet for this range doesn't match your VNet are dropped. Like all the packet from this address prefix will get dropped if it doesn't match any virtual network. So it is used to prevent VMs from accidentally sending traffic to the other customers' private networks. Okay, so that the virtual machine never sends any packet to the other network. Okay, this is for the security purpose. The same happens with 172.16.0.0-12 range. Like it will drop the packet. And now let us come to the fifth point. So fifth same like 192.168. 192.0.0/16. None means the private range 192.168.255 to 255. The next hope is none. If there is no virtual network described, so the packet will be dropped. And the last one 100.64.0.0/10, none. Like this is a I can we can say carrier grade net range. It is used by IP. Okay, it is also none. Azure drops traffic to this range to prevent misrouting. So these six are the default system routes. Okay, if we do not create any user defined routes, all the subnets in the virtual network, they follow this system routes. Okay. So earlier was the default system routes in for the subnet. Now within Azure there are other system routes. Azure creates these routes if the following capabilities are enabled. The first one is virtual network pairing. This communication in turns create more routes within the default route table. Means in every subnet there are six default system routes. Apart from this, if we enable these services, then there are more default routes will be created. Okay. Then service chaining. Service chaining let us override these routes by creating UDR between peer networks, means directing network traffic through a sequence of virtualized network services such as firewall, load balancer, network virtual appliances before it reaches its destination. So, service chaining means like if we have two virtual machines in different subnets, so there it follows the system defined routes. But if we create one more resources between two virtual machines which are in different subnet, like we created a firewall, so then there will be a it is known as chaining. Chaining means we are adding different devices to manage our traffic or to monitor our traffic. So this is known as service chaining. Then virtual network gateway. A virtual network gateway is a special type of resource used to connect Azure virtual network to other networks. It is like simple, like virtual network gateway is like a gateway which is used to connect Azure virtual network with other networks. Okay, that can be network on the cloud, network on the on premises, network on the different cloud. Then virtual network service endpoint. A service endpoint is a feature in Azure networking that lets us securely connect our VNet to Azure PaaS services like storage, SQL database, Keyboard, Cosmos DB over the Azure backbone network instead of the public internet. Means service virtual network service endpoint, like it's a service or feature which help us to connect our virtual network to Azure PaaS services, okay, like storage, database over the Azure backbone network instead on the public internet. So earlier I was describing about the system default system routes. Now I will define what is user defined routes, or we can say custom routes. A UDR, known as user defined routes, is a custom routing table we create and attach to a subnet. So we decide where packets go next. Means in UDR, we create a routing table and we will attach it to our subnet, and then we will decide where the traffic will go to next. Example, we create a route table in Azure. Inside it, we add routes with like address prefix, the destination network, like we pick up 10.2.0.0/16. Okay, and next hop type where to send traffic. So it can be like firewall or gateway. Okay, so it's like that. So supported here, supported next hop type means virtual appliance, firewall, or virtual network gateway. It can be like VPN or express route internet. Like we will force the traffic out. None. Like we totally block the traffic. Then virtual network, like default routing within the virtual network. Now here comes some main concept, like how our traffic will know like we have to go from this network to other network. This thing happens by the use of border gateway protocol. Like border gateway protocol is the routing protocol of the internet used to exchange routing information between different networks. Without BGP, the internet wouldn't know how to deliver packets between million of networks. So this is actually a protocol which helps which helps to create a connection between two network, and it will tell both the networks like this network will send you a traffic and you will send the traffic to that network. So it's like a create a bridge between two virtual networks. So in BGP in Azure, Azure uses BGP mainly with virtual network gateways. Okay. So regarding virtual network gateway, there are two type: express route and VPN gateway. So if we here express route plus we connect, we use BGP so that our on-prem routers exchange routes dynamically with Azure gateway. Then VPN gateway plus BGP dynamic route exchange for site-to-site VPNs. Now come like how Azure select route based on the type of following order of priority. So how Azure select which route the Azure has to follow on the priority basis. First one, it will follow user defined routes. If user defined route are not available, then it will follow BGP routes. If BGP routes are not available, then it will follow system routes. So in overall, let me explain you in a simple manner. Like there are system defined routes in Azure. Okay. One is for subnet. There are six system defined routes. Plus there are four other system defined routes, which I had explained earlier. Plus there is a user defined route, or we can say these are the routes created by us or users. So we will help we will help the devices, like how from which device the data will flow to the other device. Okay, so that's all. So today is the theory parts, and on tomorrow I will create a lab on user defined routes plus system defined routes, okay, or Azure routing. Thank you and have a good day.